Hey everybody, welcome back to Eric's MTB and Outdoors. My name is Eric, of course, and today we're going to be talking about how to get into such an awesome sport like mountain biking on the low end of a budget. So the thing about budget mountain biking is that budget is really relative, as I mentioned in the last episode. If you haven't seen that episode, definitely check that episode out. But no matter what budget you're kind of going for to have a decent mountain bike, you're not going to get into it cheap. The bike is only a portion of the cost, as you probably have already seen. Helmets are definitely important, and then you have a lot of accessories that go with bikes. You have different kinds of tires, you have air pumps, you have gloves usually, which are a good idea. You have your shoes, and then you have some upgrades you're going to want to make on the bike depending on what you're doing and who you are. Now, there's basically two ways to do it, and today one of the ways that we're going to talk about is buying a brand new bike. Okay, so when you buy a brand new bike, a lot of times you go into a bike shop and the bikes are, they're just expensive. They're $1,000 or close to it and that kind of stuff. And the reality of it is that it's hard to find a fully built, good quality beginner or intermediate beginner level hardtail even that is less than $700, $800, and most of the good ones are upwards of $800, $900 area. But you definitely get a better deal buying your bike that's built and has decent componentry on it for that price from the manufacturer than you do building a bike with brand new components. Now, you could buy a bike and buy a frame brand new and then try to find used components that go on that. But my experience with that has been that unless you're a very special person and content with things, you kind of realize that it's not the greatest thing to have a brand new frame and then all your components be already kind of worn out or used, unless you get slightly used parts. So one of the options that you can do to avoid that is going to your bike shop, and especially if you go at the end of season, and then you can see what they've got on sale. For instance, this bike was 1 season old. It's just Giant Talon 4. It's a 27.5 or 650B bike, and it was on sale for like $200 off or something because they were making room for their new stock. And so I got a really good deal on that bike. Now, I got this bike with new handlebars and slimed tires, which means that the tubes in them had slime, which is a it's a puncture resistant sealant in the tube, and I had it all put together and at the house for I think around $700. That's about what it cost me to get this. That's with low-end hydraulic Tektro brakes, and it's also with it had Maxxis tires originally. They were the Icon tires, but I had to change those out, and that's a whole nother topic that we'll get into. But yeah, so I had a decent rolling cross-country setup bike for around $700. So that's definitely one thing that you can check out, is going to your local bike shop and then checking out their end of season stock and stuff that they're trying to get rid of, and a lot of times they'll make you a really good deal on it. So if you're into a brand new bike and you're willing to have a little bit lower end bike brand new, then that might be where you want to start from. So I hope this was beneficial for you guys. I hope it helps you out a little bit to have a concept of what to do. In the next episodes, we'll talk about more stuff with how to get into budget biking, because I think that's one of the biggest topics I'm asked, and I'd appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and also leave comments if you want to make a comment on something I said, or if you have a question that I can answer for you, let me know, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Take it easy, guys.